Welcome to our Mock Interview Pro Series, where we're here to help you ace that operations manager interview. Today, we're diving into some key questions you may face and how you can impress your interviewers with your skills and experience. Let's kick things off with a crucial question about leadership. Could you tell me about a time when you led a team through a challenging project or transition in manufacturing operations? This question is all about understanding your leadership skills and how you handle tough situations. To effectively tackle this question, keep these pointers in mind. Pick a project or transition that had clear obstacles. Explain what your responsibilities were during the project. Focus on how you led the team to overcome challenges. Share the measurable results or outcomes of your leadership. Reflect on what you learned and how you applied it in future scenarios. Now, let's look at how you might structure your answer.
In my previous role, I led the team through the implementation of a new production line to boost efficiency. We hit some snags with equipment failures that caused delays. I organized daily briefings to tackle these issues head-on, redistributed resources as needed, and prioritized clear communication. Thanks to these efforts, we launched the line 2 weeks ahead of schedule, boosting output by 15%.
By the way, we're only covering a handful of questions in this video, but I've prepared a free PDF with all 30 top interview questions for Operations Manager. It also includes example answers and tips to help you prepare with confidence. The download link is just below. Tell me about a time when you noticed a significant operational problem on the manufacturing floor. How did you handle it? This question aims to assess your problem-solving abilities and how you address issues in real time. Here's how you can prepare to answer this question. Begin with a specific example of the operational issue. Describe how you identified the problem through data or observation. Detail the steps you took to analyze and solve it. Share the results and what you learned from the experience. Keep your response focused on the actions you took and the outcomes. Let's see an example of how you could present your answer.
At my last job, I discovered a recurring delay in our assembly line due to misplaced parts. I analyzed production logs to find the frequent error points, then worked with the team to set up a better parts tracking system. This solution reduced our delays by 30% in just a month, improving overall efficiency.
Can you describe an experience where you successfully reduced costs in manufacturing operations without compromising quality? Here, the interviewer is interested in your ability to manage budgets while maintaining high standards. Consider these tips when crafting your response. Choose a project or initiative focused on cost reduction. Clearly explain the strategies you use to cut costs. Emphasize how you maintained quality throughout the process. Mention any measurable impacts your actions had. Discuss any challenges you faced and how you overcame them. To give you a clearer picture, here's an example answer.
In my previous position, I spearheaded a project to optimize our supply chain. By negotiating better rates with suppliers and consolidating orders, I was able to reduce material costs by 15%. I introduced regular quality checks to ensure our high standards were met, which in turn boosted customer satisfaction.
How would you address a situation where an employee's performance is not meeting expectations? This question evaluates your ability to handle performance issues and support team improvement. When answering this question, keep these guidelines in mind. Identify specific performance issues with examples. Arrange a private meeting to discuss your concerns. Use a constructive tone and express your willingness to help. Collaboratively set improvement goals and a timeline. Regularly follow up to track progress and offer support. Here's a way you could frame your response.
I would begin by meeting with the employee to discuss areas where their performance isn't meeting expectations, providing specific examples. Together, we would set improvement goals and a timeline, ensuring they know I'm here to support them throughout the process.
Imagine you have two team members who disagree on the approach to a production process. How would you handle the situation? This question explores your conflict resolution skills and how you foster collaboration. Here's what to keep in mind when addressing this question. Listen to both team members' perspectives without interruption. Encourage them to explain their approaches and reasoning. Facilitate a discussion to find common ground. Consider the impact of each approach on productivity and quality. Make a decision based on collective input, emphasizing teamwork. Let's walk through an example of a well-rounded answer.
I would start by listening to both team members separately to understand their perspectives. Then, I'd bring them together to openly discuss their ideas and find common ground. By evaluating both approaches against our production goals, we could collectively decide on the best path forward, ensuring everyone feels heard and valued.
Before we wrap up, remember you can get all 30 questions, example answers, and step-by-step tips in a handy PDF. Totally free, just grab it below.